are you, and you know what you have to offer, and you are special, and lean on that. You know, nobody's making content like you because they're not you, and you can't make content like that girl because you're not her. She's her, you know?
Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes.
Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. So I am giving you a midweek upload, and today's video is going to be about TikTok Shop. So you guys, if you watch my vlogs, which you do, this is why you're here, you've seen that I've unpacked multiple packages from TikTok Shop, and I've mentioned a couple times that if you wanted me to talk about that and how you personally could get started doing that, and you guys said yes, so here it is. All right, let's get started. So for TikTok Shop, just to give you a quick little rundown of what it is, you can either be a creator or a seller. A seller would be a brand, obviously. If you have a brand, you could definitely inquire about how to sell your products via TikTok Shop. We're not talking about that today because I'm a creator and that's what I do. So I'm going to give you tips on how to become a creator on TikTok Shop. So basically, the rundown is you would either choose some products that they have to offer you, or they will reach out to you, which we'll get into that. And then you will make content to promote that product, and the product is free for you, obviously. And then you will also get commission. So let's get into it. I'm sitting at my desk. My laptop is right here, so that's why I'm kind of turned in here. And I probably need to put my glasses on because mama's old. The first few little requirements that TikTok Shop has for you to be a creator for them is you obviously have to be 18 years or older, which that's a given in most things. And then you have to have a minimum of 5,000 followers. I researched this heavily and I couldn't find if that is 100% true or not. I've been well over 5,000 followers on TikTok for quite some time, so I don't remember, I don't really know how solidified that is with them. I reached 5,000 followers probably like 2 years ago when my one video went viral. I'll put a clip for you.
Stop asking women where they're going just because they're dressed up. Ask yourself, why do you look like that? Don't come over here. I'm going to my mailbox. What?
I also will be inserting clips of things into the video so you guys can see screen records and things like that. So you can see what I'm talking about within the app itself. So once you have the 5,000 followers, when TikTok Shop first hit the wave, or, first became popular, they reached out to me. I didn't know it was a thing. And so I didn't look at like the requirements. I was already qualified to do it. So I didn't really look into what you needed to do. So this is how you apply. You're going to navigate to your TikTok Shop from your profile, and then you're going to apply. It's really simple. You just put in some basic information, your name, your age, your area, your zip code, stuff like that. And then once you apply, you're gonna wait for approval. That could take anywhere from 24 to 48 hours, depending on when you apply. If it's closer to the weekend, you probably would have to wait, over the weekend for them to get back to you. And then once your application is approved, which as long as you have them 5,000 followers, you're gonna get approved. You're gonna add your banking information. So you can add your debit card or your bank account right into the app, or you can use PayPal, which is what I use. I just feel like it's safer and it has a more secure like transaction history or track record of these transactions if you go through PayPal. Like there's no way that you could, deny that you got your money or something. It's easy to track. And then, once your application is approved, you want to get creative and start promoting your products. The rest of this is going to be more like tips and tricks and things that I've learned. I've done this for the last maybe 3 to 4 months that I've been doing it kind of solid. So I definitely have had some moments to grow within there. And, I've learned a couple of things. So I want to share those things with you so that you can also have success if you do, if this is something you want to pursue. Once your application is approved, you're going to start receiving invitations from brands to collab. So most of the time, the collaboration is going to include free product and a commission rate, right? So that commission rate is what you're going to receive off every product that you sell via your video, right? So if you've seen on TikTok Shop, I'll insert a screen grab here for you. When you see a product, someone promoting a product, it's listed kind of on the left hand at the bottom, and you can click right on it. It'll say eligible for commission. You can click right on the product description. It will take you to TikTok Shop, and you can then add it to your cart or purchase it. So, and the commission rate is going to vary via each product and the brand. So it could be higher or lower depending on what the product is, how popular that brand is. Like a lot of TikTok Shop right now is a lot of those like bodysuits, shapewear, active wear, and I would say probably health and like lifestyle things are the most popular. So if there is a brand within TikTok Shop that has better products, they will offer you a higher commission rate. And then the brands will reach out to you via TikTok directly. You'll get it in your inbox, or they will email you. So I suggest kind of setting aside maybe making a separate email, because you're gonna get a lot of offers, and it sometimes can be a little overwhelming and hard to kind of keep up with the ones that you really want. You're also gonna get offers that are gonna have absolutely nothing to do with you, and it's like, why are you sending this to me? Like I get stuff for like pets, babies, and I'm like, come on. So once your product goes through the return process window, is what they call it, meaning the customer purchases the product, keeps it, doesn't, they have 7 to 14 days to return it. If they don't return it and they end up, the sale is finalized, then you will get your commission rate for that product that you sold on your video. You can get payouts every day. The minimum I don't even think there's a minimum. I think maybe $5 is the threshold, because I've cashed out $5 minimum. I've cashed out $300, So it will update every single day, especially if your video is doing numbers. Every day you will see your balance go up, up, up. So you can cash out every day, or you can let it build up and then cash out all in, one lump sum. It's completely up to you. Then, like I said, you can do your bank account, PayPal, whatever. It is an instant transfer. Now I'm going to get into some tips for growing your TikTok if you're not at 5,000 followers. Now, this is just, I'm not necessarily saying I learned these off of TikTok, because like I said, I had a video go viral, and that's why I was able to get over to 5,000 followers. I want to say I was at organically just on my own posting, I got to 1,500. I went from 1,500 to pretty much the 20 something thousand that I have now, just from this one viral video. So I don't know how to tell you to go viral. It's very much based on the algorithm. I had no clue that video was gonna do what it did. I suggest that you find a niche, kind of. So a niche is like what you're into. If you're a beauty girl and it's makeup would be your niche, right? And within that, tree, you can have branches of, skincare, high-end brands, drugstore brands, however you wanna, pitch that. So you don't necessarily have to stick to one type of content, but it's better for you if your audience can depend on a certain kind of content for you, right? So for me, for example, I kind of feel like I do it all, right? But I create it all in the same way, if that makes sense. So my audience can depend on my content being clear, authentic, and fun to watch. Like, you watch me because I'm real. I show you my real life, and I do that in however I'm making this content or whatever videos I'm making, right? So if you do want to niche down, which means focusing on one kind of content, right? Fitness, fashion, beauty, DIY, those are examples of niches. If you like it all, I would say title yourself as a lifestyle influencer, or a lifestyle content creator, a lifestyle vlogger, right? So that will include everything. Whatever it is, it's your lifestyle, and you're gonna present all of those things at once, right? So, and then once you figure out what you like to create and promote, learn to edit. Editing is going to be your saving grace, especially in this day and age where making content and being influencers is getting very oversaturated by people who are just trying to do it for the dollar. Which, if that's your goal, I'm not knocking you, but I'm gonna tell you, people can tell. Especially in 2024, the people that are on TikTok especially, they're not gonna coddle you. They're gonna keep it real with you, positively and negatively. So if you're in it for the almighty dollar, get your coin, boo-boo, but be prepared to defend yourself and work a little harder to, you know, to kind of have to show up and have that presence online. You can edit right from the TikTok app. They recently changed it. I personally don't like it as much. I don't know why they take away good things and change them. I'm not really sure. But me personally, I use CapCut. So if you're familiar with TikTok, you'll see CapCut videos or people using CapCut videos. You'll see the hashtag, the watermark on their video. CapCut has the mobile app, and then I also have it on my computer, which is how I edit my videos that you're seeing now, my YouTube videos. I made my intro, my outro, everything that you see in my vlogs is edited on CapCut. And it's very easy to use, very user-friendly. There's tons of tutorials. There's even templates. Like my intro was a template. So all I did was pick the one that I liked. It loads it right into the app for you. And then you add your personal, things to it, fonts and your video clips, the music, all of that. If you guys want a dedicated video on how to edit, comment below, like this video, and I definitely can put that out for you. But there are tons of editing apps that you can get on your phone in the App Store on Apple, or if you're a Google girl on Google Play, there's tons of them. I would say get a few of them, play around with them, see which one you like the best, which one is the most comfortable for you, and use that. My biggest tip, and it's actually something I struggle with, if you know me, you know this, be consistent. Be consistent. TikTok especially, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but if you are trying to grow your following, you need to be posting multiple times a day, every day. That is how you grow. I personally don't do this because, like I said, I had a video go viral, so it did the growing for me. I've been stagnant. I think I'm at 27.3 thousand followers on TikTok. I've been there probably all of 2023. I've barely grown as far as followers. It's tough, especially if, like in my case, I kind of blew up out of nowhere and then the momentum died down. And, people are very much crabs in a barrel, very much whatever's popular is what they go for. People are very simple-minded, and I'm not trying to offend you or offend those that are watching, but you'll see this on TikTok. People just do what everybody else is doing. Whatever's popular, they're gonna stick, grab onto it and stay. So my video was going viral. People were commenting. There was tons and tons of comments going, and it was just keeping it on the For You page. It was just rotating it back and forth. And there were people, being very negative in the comments, being very positive, people arguing back and forth. Like, it just was keeping me, going. And once that momentum died down, so did the amount of followers. I was getting followers. I went from, I think I was at like 15, maybe 2,000 followers on my own organically. And within the first week of that video going viral, I had surpassed 10K. So it can happen, and it can happen very quickly. And it's not always necessarily a good thing, especially if you're someone like me that is creating content I want longevity in my content. I don't want to just blow up and then, I want to be on your For You page forever, if that makes sense. Consistency, definitely TikTok, post as much as you possibly can. You need to absolutely take the idea out of your mind that you're doing too much. There's no such thing as doing too much. If you look at the top TikTok performers, they have hundreds and hundreds of videos. They were posting repeatedly. That's what you need to do. Just post, put it out there. I promise you it will pay off eventually. So here are my tips for success once you're approved for TikTok Shop. So you've been approved, you've hit your 5,000. They reached out to you and said, hey, you should apply. We want to start working with you. Awesome, we made it. So, like I mentioned earlier, you're gonna get these offers, your email and on TikTok, and it can be very overwhelming. I'm to the point where I need to make a separate email for this because I'm missing personal emails because I'm getting constant emails from these brands wanting me to promote their products. That's what they do. Don't take it like you're very, you're so special. They do this for everybody. You are special. That's not what I meant. But it's going to be so much. And you're going to be like, this is a lot. I don't even like these types of products. This doesn't align with me in any way, right? Which we'll get to that as well. So I have written down here, typed up here, that it can be overwhelming, and I suggest niching down again and only working with brands that align with your content. If you've watched me, you know that I'm trying to make my apartment into a home. I'm trying to make it cozy and decorate it that, so that it reflects who I am personally and my personal style. So once I discovered that TikTok Shop can offer me certain things to make that happen, that's the route that I went down, right? Another tip is to get a P.O. box. This is something that I'm going to be getting here in the future very soon, because they're going to leave your packages outside your door. And depending on where you live, that can be risky. The reason I don't have a P.O. box now is because I'm not driving. So just getting to my own mailbox is a trek from my apartment. If you watch my vlogs, you've seen me complain about that. So I suggest a P.O. box. Then you don't have to give out your personal address. You don't have to worry about anybody swiping your packages off your doorstep or in front of your apartment door or whatever. Definitely get you a P.O. box, or have a dedicated, place where you can have these packages sent to that's safe, and you make sure that you get them. I would definitely suggest, like, in the meantime, in between time, scroll through TikTok and get familiar, or TikTok Shop, and get familiar with what kind of products they offer. There is a lot to look at. There's a lot to choose from. So I suggest just going through, seeing what you have, maybe just adding things to your cart, or like your favorites, you can favorite them. There's a little tab. And that way you kind of know what you're looking for. You know how to navigate through TikTok Shop, because they're going to be broken down into categories like home, fashion, health, and find the products that you can promote genuinely. So it doesn't sound like you're trying to sell people a dream. Something that you really want, something that you're really interested in. I mean, there's tons of things. There's kitchenware, there's pots and pans, there's, literally everything you can think of is on TikTok Shop. So it's pretty dope, and it can definitely work in your favor when it comes to creating content. TikTok is already being oversaturated with these ads. People are complaining, oh, all I see is TikTok Shop ads. Oh well. It's gonna fade eventually. I say jump on this train as soon as possible, so you can get what get your content out there and make it work for you. Work smarter, not harder. Ever since I've been doing TikTok Shop, I started doing TikTok Shop right around the time that I got fired from my part-time job. If you want a story time on that, let me know. And I've made more off TikTok Shop than I did serving tables. So, do with that what you will. So you want your videos to stand out as much as possible. So make sure that the products and the brands that you choose to work with make sense. I feel like I'm repeating this, but alignment. There would be no reason for me to be promoting, pet treats. I don't have a pet. Like, I'm not just going to get stuff just to get it for free. That doesn't make sense. I'm going to look at the products that I'm like, okay, how can I utilize this? How can I make content out of this? Obviously, clothing is always going to be content. People love seeing me dressed. People love seeing me in clothing, especially these active wears and the leggings and things like that, curvy girl stuff. They love that. That aligns with my content. It aligns with me. The furniture, the decorative items, it aligns with me and what I'm doing, because I can add those into my vlogs. I can do a room tour, a bedroom tour, whatever, because that's a part of the type of content I'm already creating, right? So I would say my last tip, and probably biggest tip for you, and this is something that I still struggle with, and you will struggle. You'll have your moments. It's a roller coaster. Being a content creator, you have your ups and your downs, but try your best to not compare yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. That is my favorite quote. It is a quote that I live by, and I probably say it to myself every single day. You are going to see you're going to see content that you feel is better than yours. Or you're going to look at a content creator, a TikToker, and you're going to see their following. Just because they have more numbers than you doesn't mean they're better. It doesn't mean they make better content than you. It doesn't mean that their content is quality. There's a huge kind of disparity on TikTok right now where, we're noticing that people of different colors and different ethnicities have to work harder to get the notoriety and the reach that some of our, white, and I'm just going to say it, creators, they don't have to work as hard as us to be seen and to be, but again, like I mentioned earlier, crabs in a barrel, popularity. People go with what's popular. It doesn't mean she's better than you. It doesn't mean she makes better content than you. She's just popular, So Although I personally will definitely, and I've done this with my YouTube, I've done it with everything that you've ever seen me do. I have taken some sort of inspiration from another creator that I admire. I'm not copying them, but I'm like, how did they do that? I want to learn how to do that and make it my own. There was a YouTuber back in the day, Erica Faye. She blew my mind with the way she was editing her videos. It was so innovative. It was so ahead of her time, ahead of the time when I was seeing it on YouTube. Like, nobody was editing like her. And I was like, I want to learn how to do that. And I did. I taught myself. I went on YouTube. I watched tutorials. I played around. I made mistakes. I tried. I scrapped it. I tried. I scrapped it until I got it. Until I got it to where I loved it, right? I'm like, oh, I did that, right? To me, editing is a hobby. I love it. It can be very time consuming. It can be very tedious. I'll be at this computer for hours, y'all, editing them vlogs, because you're thinking, I mean, you see an hour or 45 minutes worth of footage. That's 5 days of footage that I've recorded that I have to chop down and make it look cute for y'all and make it, you know, hip and transitions and all of that. Like, but it's fun and I enjoy it. So if that's something that you feel like you might not enjoy, you can absolutely reach out. There are tons of talented people out there that can assist you. You know, you would obviously have to compensate them, but it's worth it. It's an investment into your content and into your end result, you know. So again, comparison is a thief of joy. Try your best to not compare yourself. You are you, and you know what you have to offer, and you are special, and lean on that. You know, nobody's making content like you because they're not you, and you can't make content like that girl because you're not her. She's her, you know. So that is all I have for you guys as far as TikTok Shop is concerned. I hope that I covered as much as I could and it was clear and concise and you were able to understand what I'm saying. And you always know that you can reach out to me via the comments or my other socials. I'm here for you. I love chit-chatting and giving you guys tips. I'm never gonna gatekeep. Y'all know that about me. So, you know, if you do get started and you're feeling a little awkward or you're just not sure how to, you know, get that confidence going, you know, reach out to me. I'll definitely give you some tips and help guide you through it. It's definitely worth it, you know, and I would say jump on it now while it's still popping, it's still hot, and, you know, make it work for you. And if you can make a little money on the side, and, you know, I've paid off a couple bills off TikTok Shop, I've gotten a few things for myself, it makes you feel really good. So I definitely suggest getting on it, and I wish you all the success in the world. I can't wait to see your content. Please tag me. Please let me know when you drop videos so I can go and support and say, yes, girl, yes, get it. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.
Say my day's the number, but I keep waking up. No, you see my text, baby, please say something. Why am I